Welcome to the Jolly Roger. My name is Chef Brian, and today we're going to be using our gnocchi that we made last video. If you haven't seen it, I'll put it up there. But we're going to do a Tuscan chicken gnocchi. So I got some avocado oil, helps our seasoning stick to our chicken. I got my pan preheating already. And our seasoning, I have Italian herb. I have 2 teaspoons of Italian herb. I have 2 teaspoons of paprika, a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of pepper, a teaspoon of garlic powder, and onion powder. And that's what we're using today. I have a teaspoon of Cavender's as well. It's one of my favorite seasonings. But we're gonna season both sides generously. Then we'll flip it over, add a little bit more oil, season again, pat down our seasoning. Just like that. A little oil. I'm using avocado oil because I like the smoke point. We're gonna put a little oil in our pan. Spread our oil. Generous with our seasoning. Just like that. I'm liking it. And we're good to drop in our pan. I'm gonna do presentation side down, so the top of the chicken breast. And we're gonna sear on both sides roughly 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. I'm gonna bump up the heat. It's a little low. And clearing up a little bit. All right, we're gonna flip. Same thing on this side. And then I'm gonna reserve the seasoning and everything. We're gonna make our sauce with that. But I'm gonna pull those out, put them on a rack, and I have an oven heated at 350 degrees, and we're gonna throw those in, finish the cooking, and that way we can get started on our sauce. All right, we can remove our chicken. We're gonna kill the heat, and I'm gonna put it straight into the oven. All right, my chicken's done. Got my pan preheating. We're going to deglaze with some white wine. These chicken breasts, those are gonna rest for a good 7 minutes. They're pulled them out 155. No, it was 155. Let them in for another couple minutes, so it's about 156, 157, maybe 158. Who knows? But it's under, so we need to let those rest. Now, I have our pan. We have some of this fond down below. I have some white wine. We're using Pinot Grigio. We're gonna go ahead and deglaze with some white wine. Let that alcohol burn off. We're just gonna take the bottom of our spoon, get that fond up, because that's good flavor. We wanna keep that. And all of our seasoning. So this is gonna go for just a couple minutes. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some heavy cream and then have some pesto. And we're gonna mix those two, and that's gonna be the majority of our sauce. And then as for a garnish and adds color, I have some sun-dried tomatoes. That's gonna go in as well. So, that's gonna take a couple minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and open up this other heavy cream. Okay, now the majority of our wine has evaporated and the alcohol's burned off. I'm gonna take my heavy cream. We're just gonna pour the rest of this one in, and I'm gonna do a little bit more because we have all of our gnocchi and the chicken's gonna go in. And I like that right there. We're gonna go ahead and add in our pesto. And we'll give that a stir. I'm looking for a real light green color here. So if I need to add more pesto, I have more to add. And this heavy cream, it's gonna thicken itself. So we're gonna let this come up. I'm gonna add a touch more pesto. And then we'll give this a minute to start thickening. And then we can add in our gnocchi and our sun-dried tomatoes. Oh, this is gonna be good. So while that comes up, I'm gonna clear out some stuff. All right, you see how this is bubbling like this? That means it's starting to thicken up. And so we're gonna keep our stirring, because that outside, we want that to pull into the hottest part of the pan. The hottest part is that center. So we need to keep it moving. Not constantly, just give it an occasional stir. But I have my sun-dried tomatoes. They were packed in oil, so I went ahead and strained most of that oil off. We can go ahead and drop those in. And I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. Just like that. And now we're heating up our sun-dried tomatoes, still thickening our sauce. And we have a couple minutes left on our chicken. Go ahead and cut that up. And here in a second, I'm gonna go ahead and put in our gnocchi because it is still cold. We need to heat that through. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Looking good. Oh, it smells lovely. I'm excited. Haven't had gnocchi in a while, so this is going to be good. Bring that up to temperature. Clean up a little bit, and we'll get to cutting our chicken. All right, we're still thickening our sauce. I'm going to go ahead and cut our chicken and add that to the dish. Oh, it's perfect. Still hot. I like it. We want bite-sized pieces for this. Don't forget to occasionally stir when we get bubbles like that. I'm going to go ahead and turn down our heat just a second because we're thickening that nicely. Start adding our chicken. We got all of our chicken in, so we're just gonna give everything a good stir. Our sauce is thickened. All we have left to do is plate. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a plate ready. And I'm gonna garnish with a little bit of Parmesan cheese and some curly Italian parsley. Man, this smells amazing. Well, there you have it. That's our Tuscan chicken gnocchi. Hope you give it a try, but we're gonna go ahead, get a little gnocchi, a little chicken. The pesto is a great flavor. We made a dish similar to this at one of our restaurants that we worked at, but this one's by far better. Anyway, hope you give this a try. And if you don't make your own gnocchi, you can buy some over the counter and still make this. So you don't have to make gnocchi. Anyway, hope you like, comment, share, subscribe, you know, whatever other YouTubers ask you to do. If y'all could do that, that'd be great. If not, you know, we'll see you next time. Anyway, we'll see you next week. Y'all take care. That's it. Peace.